Hello everyone, welcome to Officer Adda 24/7. So my name is Suprabha and I'm your PPB mentor English medium. So today we are going to start module A, right? And I have already explained you earlier that what is the syllabus, what is the total number of chapter is there in your module A. So total there are 21 chapters are there, total 21 chapter. Okay, a complete syllabus I have already explained you. Now today we are going to start the chapter number 1, that is banker and customer relationship. Okay, so this I am going to explain you that what is the meaning of the banker and customer relationship. What is the meaning of this? Okay, see, in case of bank, actually there is a certain relationship between the banker and the customer. Okay, normally what is the general relationship between the banker and customer? That is of course the debtor and the creditor. Okay, normally what happened here is whenever a customer, okay, whenever a customer, he will submit the, right, normally he will submit the form, that is account opening form. Then the relation, that there will be a relation according to the banker customer relationship. There is a relation will between the banker and customer is debtor and the creditor. Okay, so these all are the debtor and creditor relationship. Okay, so there, apart from this is a general relationship. Okay, debtor and creditor is a general relationship. So whenever any customer, if he is filing and signing the account opening form, that means he or she is going to the entering into the contract with the bank. Okay, suppose I am the customer and I am depositing my money into the account. Okay, na? Into their account. Suppose I have opened my account in the PNB, Punjab National Bank. I am the customer and I am depositing my money into my account, which I have opened in the Punjab National Bank. So here actually I become the creditor. Okay, so here customer, what customer became? This is the general relationship between the banker and the customer, right? So here actually the customer became the creditor. Okay, he is the creditor and the banker, that is bank, that is the debtor. Okay, I am the creditor, I am the customer and I am the creditor. So this is actually the general relationship between the, according to the NI Act and according to the Contract Act, this is the general relationship between the banker and customer. Okay, now this money is having with the bank. Now bank become the debtor. Now bank, they can utilize that amount in the way they want. Okay, I have deposited my 1 lakh rupees with the Punjab National Bank. So this is the general relationship. I have opened my account in the Punjab National Bank and I have deposited 1 lakh rupees, right? So in that case, I became the creditor and the bank become the debtor. Now Punjab National Bank, they can utilize that amount in whatever way they want. Okay, maybe they can utilize that amount to the equity, maybe share, or maybe or anywhere. Okay, so that is actually, now bank is actually liable to give the amount back whenever the depositor demanding. Okay, so whenever I'll demand that amount back from the bank, I have deposited my 1 lakh amount with the bank. Now that bank, they can utilize that amount. Okay, 1 lakh amount they can utilize, but I can ask that amount back whenever I demand. Bank have to give me that amount. Okay, they have to give me back that amount. So they are actually, they bound the creditor about the utilization. Okay, but it is actually that bank, the PNB bank, they are liable to give that amount to me because my 1 lakh rupees is having with them and they have to that amount they have to give it me to back. Okay, but in case of lending, in case of advances, now it is like a opposite, exactly opposite. This is in case of deposit. Okay, this is the picture. General relationship we called it as, according to the Contract Act, we called it as a general relationship. But according to the advances, in case of advances, this become just opposite. Here actually the customer became the debtor because he has taken the money from the loan. He has taken the money from the bank, and bank will be the creditor in that case. In case of loan, in case of advance. Okay, so I have taken that loan from the bank. Now bank become the creditor and I am the customer and I become the debtor. But only one condition is here, that bank require any security or maybe any document if they are providing you the loan. Okay, only this is the difference. Otherwise the normal relationship, the general relationship between the bank and the customer is, that is always the customer is the creditor and bank is the debtor. But in case of advances, this relationship is exactly opposite. Okay, now why is it opposite? Because in that case bank is giving you the money. Okay, so in that case bank will be the creditor, I am the debtor, I am the customer and I am the debtor. But only one difference is there, bank need any security or maybe any document from you. Okay, from the because they are providing the loan, they are giving you the loan. Okay, and bank required maybe any security or maybe any document from your side, that means from customer side. Okay, so these are the two famous relationship we called it as a, or the general relationship is, that is this one. Here the customer, when I am depositing my money in the bank, I am the creditor because I am the depositor. Okay na? So I am the creditor but bank is a debtor. Or I can ask whenever I want this amount 1 lakh, I can ask from the bank and bank have to pay me back. Okay, but in case of advance, bank is giving me the loan, I am the debtor now and bank is the creditor now, and with respect to that loan, bank is taking the document or maybe any security from my side. Understood? So this is your basic relationship with the bank. Okay, now I'll show you one picture here before attempting all these questions. This picture is very important. See, if you are depositing, this is, we called it as a general relationship, right? This is actually the general relationship, okay, between the debtor and creditor. So here actually the customer is creditor when I am depositing, but exactly opposite in case of advance. Now bank will be the creditor and the customer will be the debtor, and when bank is giving you the loan, they are keeping some maybe document or maybe the security. Okay, now there is a third relationship is, that is trustee and beneficiary, right? So according to the Indian Trust Act 1882, okay, the relationship between the bank and customer, which is based on the trust actually. Okay, so whenever bank is receiving any valuable asset or maybe any document for security in exchange for the loan provided by the bank, I am the PNB bank, sorry, I am the customer and PNB bank is providing me the loan. Okay, so here PNB bank, they are receiving some valuable asset or the document from my side. Okay, so here actually the bank will be the trustee. Okay, they have to keep it in a safe manner, right? So in case of any money deposited or any article which is left by the customer, or even in the case of loan or pay of the down, the bank will be the trustee and you are the beneficiary, because the relationship between the, okay, 1 second, huh? So the relationship between the bank and the customer is completely based on the trust, right? They are having some trust on us and even they are taking the security from our side and we are having the trust, that's why we are depositing our money. So definitely there is a based on the trust. Right? Then the another relationship is like a principal and agent. Okay, so this is this relationship, principal and agent. Now who's the agent actually? Agent is normally the person who act as the one who is employed to do any act for another or represent another in dealing with the third person. ठीक है, so I am the principal, I am the customer and I am the principal, but behalf of me, that is behalf of the customer, bank actually carrying out my payment. That means they are collecting the check for me, they are like ठीक है, they are paying the bill on behalf of me, so they are acting as a agent for me. ठीक है, in the case of collection or maybe in the case of any payment of bill and all. ठीक है, so they will be acting as a agent and I'll be here the principal. ठीक है, so principal is what? That is actually the person for whom the work is done or to whom it is represented, which is called the principal. And agent is whom? Agent is actually as a person who act as the one, that is normally who is working for the principal, ठीक है, on behalf of principal. So that relationship is what? Principal and agent. Then there is another relationship is lessor and lessee. According to the TP Act, that is Transfer of Property Act, right? The normally lessor is what? The lessor is the person who transfer the immovable property, and lessee is what? The person to whom the property is transferred. See, this is the lessor and this is the lessee. Lessor is what? Who is giving his property. So in case of safe deposit vault, that means in the case of locker, I am paying the rent to the bank. Bank actually is the owner of that property. He is giving me that property for maybe some time or maybe for years also. But for that actually I am paying the rent also. Okay? So I am the lessee here and the bank will be the lessor. The lessor is what? Actually who is having the immovable property, and lessee is what? Who is enjoying that property. ठीक है ना? So that is a lessee. A lessee is the customer and the lessor is the bank. Now there is another relationship of bailor and bailee. ठीक है? So that is another relationship. One second. ठीक है? I'll show you here. That is another relationship between the bailor and the bailee. Right? Now who is the bailor and who is the bailee? According to the Indian Contract Act, basically the bailee is what? That is the custodian of the property. So he is the bank is the like a custodian of the property. ठीक है? And that goods actually belongs to whom? That is belongs to the bailor. ठीक है? So if I have deposited any like precious thing into the bank in the safe custody of the bank, so bank is the bailee actually. So bank is the custodian. ठीक है? And the custodian is what? Who is having the, ठीक है, right? Who is actually the custodian of the safe that is of the goods actually. ठीक है? So that person is the custodian of the goods. We called it as a bailee and the bailor. Bailor is the person, right, to whom the goods is belongs to. Now in case of issue of the draft, ठीक है, there is another relationship, right? Now the bailee and bailor, there are so many relationship actually. ठीक है? Now there is another relationship, issue of draft, right? It became as a debtor, again the creditor. Similarly in the case of deposited in the bank. ठीक है? In case of pledge, in case of mortgage, in case of hypothecation, the relationship is pledgee and pledger, mortgagee and mortgager, hypothecatee and hypothecator. ठीक है? And in case of sale and purchase of security on behalf of customer. So if a bank actually they are selling the security, they are they are actually on behalf of customer, they are purchasing the security. Now what is that meaning is? ठीक है? what is that meaning is, if they are selling and depositing the, ठीक है, that means they are acting as a again agent and principal because they are working on behalf of me, ठीक है, they are working on behalf of me. Now if I am depositing money but no instruction in the disposal, that means here again bank is the trustee and I am the beneficiary. So please remember this table, right? This table is actually very important. If we are talking about the exam point of view, this table is very important, right? We called it as a banker customer relationship. There are so many relationship, ठीक है, between the banker and the customer, ठीक है. So please remember all these, ठीक है. So according to the banking means what? The basic purpose of banking is actually the lending and the investment, ठीक है. So deposit and the advances, these are the basic purpose of any bank, ठीक है. But there is a, now who is the customer actually? The customer is actually not defined by any law, but the customer is who is having the account in the bank, ठीक है, that person is the customer. So according to that there are so many relationship between the bank and the customer, ठीक है. It is like a debtor and creditor, creditor and debtor, trustee and beneficiary, bailee and bailer, ठीक है. तो in case of any valuable bond, securities or other document if we are keeping in the safe custody of the bank, ठीक है, that means bank is the custodian, bailee, ठीक है, and customer is the bailer here, ठीक है. Then agent and principal, we are like bank is the agent and they are submitting the telephone bill, insurance premium, ठीक है, they are collection the check, so they are doing work on behalf of the principal. Then the other relationship is lessor and lessee. In case of locker, we are using the bank property, ठीक है, and for that actually we are paying the right, we are paying the rent to the bank, right? So but this is a very important point in case of lessor and lessee. See, in case of any natural calamity, that means earthquake, flood, lightning or maybe the act of God, if there is any damage will be happen, if there is any loss of content of the item which is there in the locker, bank is completely not liable, ठीक है. Please remember that bank is completely not liable for that, ठीक है. So if this is actually the just the summary of the complete chapter of PPB chapter number 1, that is banker and customer relationship. This is a very important chapter and please remember that there are so many relationship, the lessor and lessee actually, because you are enjoying the property of the bank and for that you are paying the rent in case of locker. But bank is not liable if there is any damage or loss of content due to natural calamities, that is earthquake, flood, lightning or maybe this type of natural, the act of the God, ठीक है. Bank is not liable, please remember that, ठीक है, right? So that is actually, please remember this point. So basically this is the very important, ठीक है. I have taken one picture from your book also. I'll just show you that picture. Right, one second. Please remember this sheet. This is a very important, ठीक है. वैसे I have already shown you see this picture. See, this is a picture. You can just check this picture. Tomorrow we can attempt the question also. So this picture please remember, ठीक है, that is actually the deposit in the bank, right? That means debtor and creditor. In the case of loan from the bank, creditor and debtor. Safe custody, bailee and bailer. In the case of locker, laser and lazy. Collection of check, agent and principal. Purchase of draft, debtor and creditor. In the case of payee of the draft, trustee and beneficiary. In case of pledge, mortgage, standing instruction, agent and principal, mortgagee and mortgager. Then in case of sale and purchase of security, again agent and principal, money deposited but instruction not given for its proposed disposal. ठीक है. Then article if you left by mistake, share given for sale, again hypothecation that is. So please remember this point. This table is very important. Okay, so all the viewers, if you are watching our channel first time, right, today JAIIB exam and JAIIB registration date is released, that is 5th of that March. Okay, so registration is going to be start from 5th of March. So please remember that date actually, and new batch which is going to be start from the 26th of February, that is. Okay, and please remember this. So this is the JAIIB and CIB, and this is JAIIB May 2024, right? And this is our AIM batch, which is going to start from the 26th of February. So go here, buy now, then apply the code, that is Y666, then apply. The price is here 78% discount you will be getting if you are using the Adda application. Okay, so AIM and Manzil batch, we both are going to start from the 26th of February. This is a bilingual batch, Manzil, and AIM is your English medium batch. Okay, so this is the latest batch which we are going to start from the 26th of February. And again, this is the JAIIB Mahapacks 2.0. So you have to go buy now, then Y666 you have to apply, right? 78% discount is there, plus coin also you can use. So thank you and bye bye. Take care. Day after tomorrow we will having some question from the chapter number 1, that is banker and customer relationship. Thank you and bye bye. Take care.